What's up, guys? It's me, Detonator here, and
Oh, hello there, Mr. Denier.
today I'm gonna talk about something that most of you guys might hate.
I wouldn't really say hate, but normally when people do make these kinds of videos, it's filled with ignorance, bias, and hatred.
And that is, why do people like PC more than Xbox? Or, in fact, more than PS4, Xbox, or Wii U?
Not paying to play online, mods, better graphics, more diverse selection in games, i.e., more genres like MOBAs, RTS, simulators, racing simulators, flying simulators, just a better genre, better selection. Better controls. We can use any controllers we wish. Xbox, PS3, PS4, Xbox One, keyboard and mouse, anything. You know what? I'll just let this image speak for itself.
I mean, in fact, the Warp Zone, one of my favorite YouTube channels, did a little, 90s style, music sort of raps about the PC Master Race, and near the end it showed how crappy it is.
How crappy what is? The PC is? Last time I checked, the PC isn't crappy. And honestly, if you want to tell people where you got information, how about instead of telling it, show them, provide links. I saw your video and you provided no links to anything.
Because they say, PC is more better than Xbox and stuff.
Which is true. I mean, it is objectively better. We don't pay to play online, as I'm gonna reiterate again.
Some games are better on console than PC.
So, which games are better on console than on PC? GTA? Nope. Assassin's Creed? No. Fighting games? No, because we can do the exact same thing, hook up a controller on our HDTVs. No game is better on console.
Heck, take a look at Batman Arkham Knight if you played that on PC.
Why is it every console guy likes to throw Batman Arkham Knight in our faces as if it was one of the worst ported games or like it's the worst game on PC? When, honestly, it might have sucked in the beginning. I don't know. I didn't get it at launch because I don't pre-order games. And guess what? The game works fine for me. 1080p, 100 plus FPS, maxed out. Don't believe me? Just watch.
Arkham Knight, and good riddance too. This town's got enough guys in charge.
Yeah, doesn't look bad, does it? 100 plus FPS, 1080p, maxed out graphics, everything. What's the Xbox One running at? Okay, what is 30 FPS? Okay, what's the PS4 running at? Geez, well, that's embarrassing.
I feel bad for you because that is a glitched up mess.
After the footage I just showed you, no glitches. Not at all.
And then, like, let's see here. Or what is one of the most games, or what, let's see here. What is the most played game?
The suspense is killing me. It's killing me.
Top rated, GTA 5.
Really? GTA 5? Which is objectively better on PC? Are you out of your fucking mind? Oh, wait a minute. You're probably going to say, oh, well, you had to wait a year or two. Who's the dumbass that bought it twice and got 0 performance gain?
Most played. Second most played, Destiny.
Which Destiny is nothing but a looting, grinding, shooting fest that's just running at 30 FPS with a shit field of view.
Never talk about FIFA.
FIFA is quite literally the exact same thing as Madden. Release the same thing every goddamn year, only roster updates. To which FIFA is also on PC. FIFA's also on PC. What the fuck are you going with this? Please explain. Where are you going with this? What does it matter which game is most played?
I hate sports.
And nobody cares if you hate sports. Your video is labeled "Why I Hate PC Gaming," and you're talking about a sports game. You haven't given one single reason as to why you hate PC gaming. Please, make your point.
And heck, look at what the top paid actual game is.
Paid game. The last I checked, Destiny, FIFA, Batman, they all cost money. So I guess in your case, those are free to play, even though you have to pay money for them.
Shadow of Mordor Game of the Year Edition. I'm pretty sure those are all games that had crappy PC releases.
No. Shadow of Mordor actually released quite well on PC. The only thing bad about it was the stupid embargo that they forced on reviewers and article makers, to which you couldn't review the game until the day of release, which they didn't have to do that since the game was actually good. And the only other debacle was the fact that somehow you needed over 6 gigabytes of VRAM in your fucking GPU to run it on high and ultra settings, but this proved out to be wrong. You could have ran it on a simple 780 Ti. Me personally, I don't have any issues with Shadow of Mordor, as that game ran flawlessly on my computer back when I had it my older machine, and it runs even more flawlessly on this one. So do some research first.
And so, why the heck do people say PC gaming is more superior to console gaming?
All you have done was provided 0 research, 0 facts, 0 lookup of anything. You're literally doing it based on your own personal accusations and your plain ignorance. PC is objectively better. It just is.
I mean, look. You don't need 26 letters, literally 20 buttons, or numbers, and because, there's the set of numbers at the top of the keyboard and then, like, the little set of numbers that's in the little phone dial.
This pretty much proves you have 0 knowledge of PC gaming. If you took a look at the Batman video, which I'm pretty 90% sure you're not going to watch, but I suggest you do, you'll notice that what are the icons on the screen? The 360 controller. You're able to use a controller on PC. Like, honest to God, where the fuck are these people that are coming from that think that you can only use a mouse and keyboard on PC? Granted, mouse and keyboard are a hell of a lot more superior for first-person shooters or anything that requires precision or RTS titles, which the console barely has any, like maybe one or two, but that's nowhere near enough. But you can use a controller on PC for racing, flying, Batman, Assassin's Creed, this goes on.
Style. Why do people say that using a controller is worse than using a mouse and keyboard?
Let me put it to you this way. Either school's going to teach you, or I'm going to teach you. There's a reason why mouse and keyboard is superior. A mouse is simply more precision. You're using your entire hand rather than your thumb on a little plastic lightweight stick. Which, and let me tell you, there's pretty much a reason as to why there's auto aim on console games. To make up the fact that it's inaccurate as fuck.
You don't need you don't need literally 26 buttons just to play a game of Minecraft.
Which, that might be true, but guess what? There's more uses for the mouse and keyboard, and we play other games other than Minecraft. We just use the separate controller preference that we prefer to use when we play a certain type of game. For first-person shooters, such as Battlefield or Call of Duty, mouse and keyboard is superior. For Batman Arkham Knight, or I'm going to use these games again, Assassin's Creed, guess what? Use a controller. This is one thing that makes PC gaming superior. You have the options. You have any option you choose to play a game how you want to play it. You are not locked down to one specific type of control mechanism when you want to play a racing game or a first-person shooter. This is one reason that's why PC gaming is superior to console gaming.
You don't need to type in...
I'm gonna just stop you there real fast. If you want to use in-game chat, and I don't mean voice over IP, which PC does have options. There is that thing called what's that called? The text box, text chat, where you can type to your teammates instead of sending private messages to one single player. But okay.
Like, with Xbox, it's easier to control stuff.
Easier to control stuff. What are you talking about exactly? That user interface on Xbox and PS4 and Wii, that user interface is built exactly for your type of input. For PC, the user interface was built around a mouse and a keyboard. No, you stop. You can't. Stop.
I think the PC players just say consoles are not as good because, PC is the reason we have first-person shooters.
PC is the reason we have first-person shooters. Have you seen Wolfenstein? Have you seen Doom, the original? Those are the grandfathers of first-person shooters. Those are the very first-person shooters ever made. With the exception of maybe one more that slipped my mind as is. But without those, first-person shooters would not even exist. Oh, and when they were released for PC only, and when they got ported to consoles, they could not match the PC version in terms of graphics and sound and control. Oh, and before you say, it was ported to Xbox 360 or whatever, talking about when at that time was it? Well, at the time it was released back in the early 90s. Number one. Number two, when those games also got ported to the consoles, they were also stripped down in content. There was no blood because they were trying to maintain that family-friendly image, and that is one reason as to why consoles are always for kids. Why do you think there's a reason Call of Duty is actually called Child Online Daycare? There's a reason why consoles are still marketed towards kids. How the fuck do you expect to gain any respect when you're on a platform that's geared towards kids?
Doom got a SNES port.
You just admitted it that Doom got a SNES port, which it did not match the PC version in terms of quality, frame rate, as well as content, because there was no blood. Oh yeah, and the dogs actually got replaced by something else, which again, not getting content because of the kids.
It got a Sega 32X port,
which once again, I'm not even going to say everything I said earlier, but once again, it did not match the PC version. And without Doom on the PC, that game didn't exist. Guess what? Those first-person shooters would not even existed at all. And are you trying to say that Doom on the consoles are the reason as to why first-person shooters exist today? Is that what you're trying to say? So you're just plain wrong. Oh yeah, let me throw in one more fact. There's only one version of Doom on the consoles that has that has music in it, and I think it was the Atari Jaguar, which that's pretty pathetic if you ask me.
In fact, if PC gaming was the biggest thing in the 90s,
If anything, PC gaming has only flourished and gotten bigger and better. Why do you think there's advancements in game engines, in game mechanics, and hardware? You do know what's made out of an Xbox One, what makes the Xbox One and PS4, right? They're both using AMD hardware, x86 and x84 architecture. They're using AMD parts that PC users have. Except that was back in, they're using tech from 2010, but it got released in 2013, so how the hell are they still next? But anyways, I'm going off topic. How can you honestly sit there and just say, without this, then this wouldn't exist, when you're saying that this specific thing wouldn't have even existed without PC?
I'm pretty sure we would be using floppy disks instead of disks like the Sega CD gifted us with.
CDs. Are you seriously trying to say the consoles actually pushed the industry and continue to push it? No. CDs came out on PC first. Floppy disks were superior to cartridges. And the Sega CD32X, whatever you want to call it, the Sega CD, that thing, the CD-based consoles were actually a test run back in the day, exception of the PlayStation, which was the first disc-based system. Nintendo still didn't want to follow the bandwagon. Look what happened to them. PC is the entire reason as to why CDs existed. You really think console manufacturers are creating all this new shit? No, they are not.
Oh crap, hold up, trailer for something, fall of reach, no.
Okay, listen up, if you're trying to make a video, how about you get off the fucking Xbox? You're making a video, not making a video and trying to lollygag on your Xbox in the background. Focus on one fucking thing at a time.
But, yeah. Basically what I'm saying is that...
You're just now getting to the point? Just now? What the fuck was the other shit for?
PC gaming isn't that good.
I'm about 90% sure that myself and the 7 million plus active users on Steam would disagree with you there.
You don't need a mouse and keyboard to play a game of Smite.
Again, with this mouse and keyboard argument, when are you gonna get it through your thick skull that we could use a controller as well on any game that we choose? How is that a plus for consoles when we could do the exact same thing as you, except better?
In fact...
Bless you.
In fact, a couple of my friends say that it's easier to play Smite on Xbox One instead of on PC.
Your friends saying that a console version is better, despite the fact that it's only their opinion, which opinions are not fact. Let's just get that out of the window. And that's just their opinion, which does not count, and it's not a mark against PC gaming. You cannot sit there and say, oh, my friend said this, and pass it off as fact. You cannot do that.
In fact, most games are bugged to the brim of glitches. Like, there's the full line of glitches, which Goat Simulator easily stays at, you know, with its little visual glitch comedy style of gaming. And then there's Arkham Knight, which goes over the fill line.
Please stop using Arkham Knight as a reference, as I've already debunked that point quite often now. And Arkham Knight doesn't have any glitches on my PC. I mean, I played everything on that game tenfold, and it's a lot better than the console version. Unless you've actually played said version on said platform, you can't say a god darn thing. You're only going by videos of what you see. By the way, please refer to that video of Batman Arkham Knight. Another way I've debunked your argument as to why Batman Arkham Knight sucks on PC, which it does not.
It's like a pool. You don't overflow it with glitches. Easter eggs, that's fine. That's fine. You could just, overflow the gaming pool with Easter eggs. But when your game is so glitched that you need to take it off Steam just to fix the bugs, that's a pretty bad game.
In which case, yeah, you are right. Batman Arkham Knight did get taken off of Steam. You want to know why? The damage control. Because they knew that the game was in a shitty state at that time, and when Steam refunds came into play, PC users were refunding the game in droves, and it was actually impacting their wallets. So in this case, they figured, it's better just to stop sales of the game entirely, and not sell it rather than have someone buy it and then refund it. Plus, they knew that PC gamers they don't appreciate getting fucked over like you guys. You guys don't give a fuck. We do. We have a bigger mark on the industry than you think, and Batman Arkham Knight proved it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure her Warner Bros. and Rocksteady Games realized that the biggest gaming market was the console gaming market, so they just decided, you know what? Let's force these PC gamers to get a Xbox.
I would never buy an Xbox One just for one fucking game based on the pure fact that it is locked at 30 FPS on a sub 1080p resolution. And myself and many other PC gamers think the exact same way. Sorry, but we have standards and we have quality expectations. And I guarantee you not one single game has been released on PC that's had a shitty release, Unity or Batman, that forced people to buy a console. They don't do that. They're not allowed to do that. They're not allowed to gimp the PC version.
Let's make the game so bad that you have to get an Xbox to play it.
So you're basically saying that Batman Arkham Knight was fucked up on purpose, to get people to buy Xbox Ones and PS4s to play on the sub 1080p and locked at 30 FPS. Wow. That's impressive.
Like an Xbox, a PS3, PS4. Wait, why isn't Arkham Knight on Wii U?
Because the Wii U is a low-end hardware machine, and throw in the fact that it will be unplayable, as well as third-party development is non-existent because of Nintendo. Ever thought of that?
Arkham Origins and Arkham City were both on Wii U, and those did great. The major graphical upgrade with Wii U's 1080p.
Yeah, I got nothing for this one. Other than, why did you say console? Why do you hate PC gaming and whatnot when you have consoles that don't even get games? But you just made yourself look like an idiot.
He's still locked at 30 frames per second for some reason.
It's locked on 30 FPS on the PS4 and Xbox One. The hardware simply cannot handle it. You fell for the trap of quote-unquote next gen, where you fell for the hype, and then you imagine that the consoles can somehow beat a PC, which could run 1080p 60 FPS. Well, guess what? April Fools. Good God, man.
But still, why can't you just admit that having 4 buttons, a D-pad, 2 joysticks, 2 bumpers, and with the new Elite controller, 4 paddles on the back, why can't you just admit that that's a good style of gaming?
Because for certain genres of games, it is not possible to enjoy. If you honestly want to play PC on a first-person shooter like Battlefield and you have a controller, do not get pissed when you get spanked by everyone else using a mouse and keyboard. We only say controllers suck primarily for certain types of genres. We don't say it sucks in general, but guess what? We have the option to use those controllers. So how the fuck is that going to be a negative towards PC gaming when PC gaming includes all that shit? We could use anything we want. I've been reiterating this over and over again, just as you have, because you keep bringing up the same exact points.
Simplistic amount of buttons.
For simplistic amount of games, and very simple games.
Say you do web browsing, I'm gonna search up cheat codes.
Really? You're really gonna go there? browsing the fucking internet with a controller is a pain in the fucking ass. Navigating it with the mouse is so much better. That is just objective fact. And yes, I used that word twice. It would be a pain in the fucking ass to do it on a controller.
For Pokemon Delta Emerald, it's much easier to navigate with a controller.
You have never used a PC in your life, have you?
Why? Because the controller has a simplistic amount of buttons.
Simplistic amount of buttons. You only have like 4 fucking buttons plus 2 triggers and 2 paddles and all the extra bullshit. But once again, how is this a negative against PC gaming? We can do the exact same fucking thing. How is it a negative? Stop saying that controllers are better, when in some cases they are, in most cases they aren't. The controller is one single input that you console gamers have. Unlike on the PC, where you have many options, including your fucking little controller that you have in your hands right now. What's stopping me from going to Walmart, buying an Xbox One controller, coming home, dongle hook up to my PC, boom, I'm good to go. How is that bad?
You want to deselect something, you hit B. You want to select something, you hit A.
Okay, Wasabi. Stop right there. We already know how to use a controller. We know how easy it is to use. Why do you think controllers are made for kids?
A. You want to delete a letter, you hit X. You want to search something, you want to use a space, or just search something, you hit Y. It's that simple.
And how is it when you type? Oh yeah, one little cursor which you move all around individual keys on a keyboard, which takes fucking an hour to type one little fucking message. I've never heard this argument before that a controller is better used to navigate and browse the internet. Holy shit. I am literally losing brain cells over this.
And then for actually like playing a video game.
Which one? RTS? Oh wait, never mind, not RTS. Fighting games? Third person action, which if you're aiming, mouse is superior, objectively. Driving games, controller, that'd be a general choice if you don't have a wheel. Flying games, as well as a controller, but what flying games are there on Xbox One and PS4? I don't even know. There's only a very, very few select types of genres, such as fighting. That's pretty much it. First person shooting, negative. You are not gonna have a better experience on console than you would have on PC with a controller.
Just A to jump, B to B to crouch, X to reload, Y to switch weapon, RT to fight, to shoot, LT to fire, RB to throw.
We all know how to use a controller, dimwit. Why are you showing us how to use a controller? Are you trying to show how easy it is? How are you doing that when we could do the exact same thing? Holy fuck. You're literally doing nothing but proving how ignorant you are. We know how to use a controller. How about you give some actual reasons other than, oh, the controller, or, oh, a game. Give me another reason. You're not coming up with anything. I don't know why I'm still doing this.
Grenade, LB. Sorry about that. I just had to go take out the trash.
Oh, I thought you were actually gonna go research something.
But yeah, the Xbox controller, or dare I say it, the fighting game appropriate PS4 controller,
to which both can be used on a PC with those exact same fighting games, but go ahead,
are good for gaming, not a keyboard and mouse.
So we use a controller on the PC. Not difficult at all. What was I doing with Batman? Using a controller. How is that? Once again, you're doing marks on PC gaming which aren't even negative.
In fact, keep PCs for just work.
Why can't we make a gaming PC? I created my PC to play games, as well as do video editing and stuff like that. Why should PCs be restricted to work? That's what the freedom of, that's what makes PC gaming great. You can make it into whatever you want. Like I said before, we could use anything. We could build a PC to do anything we want it to do. Consoles, you're stuck. You can't do anything other than play a single game. And you're restricted to the developer's whims. If they say you're going to play a game at 30 FPS, well, you're stuck like that. You can't do a single thing. You cannot upgrade it. You cannot do anything with a console.
There's a reason these are called video game consoles.
There's a reason why they're called gaming PCs.
Not just consoles. The video game part is the huge emphasis part.
How is this a mark against PC gaming? How is this a negative towards the PC? The naming of it. Just please explain how.
And that's why, there are gaming PCs and laptops. So, oh wow, yeah, gaming laptop. Have fun playing Smite with your little, finger,
I'm gonna just interject. We need the touchpad, which I've proven you could use a controller. You really think laptop users use that little touchpad to play games? Fuck no, they hook up an external mouse. Or they hook up a controller. As what I've been saying for the past 30 fucking minutes, because you cannot stop talking about controllers and how great they are, and teaching people how to use the controller when we already know how to use it.
2 buttons and then just like a little touch pad that's obviously ripping off the PS4 before the PS4 even happened.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Are you seriously trying to sit there and say touchpads ripped off the PS4? Bro, laptops were in development long before the PS4 came about. Nobody can be this fucking ignorant. Wow. Just wow.
Oh wait, what's that? You could plug in a mouse? Yeah, have fun using a laptop and a mouse trying to keep her eyes focused on the screen when there's obviously like a billion buttons.
I do not know any PC gamer that stares at the freaking keyboard the entire time while they play a video game on their laptops. Holy fuck.
At the bottom, you could also be focusing on. This is why I like the DS, the Xbox, Wii U, stuff like that.
Honestly, it sounds like you're afraid of challenge, or you're just ignorant, or you're just a very simple-minded little gamer, to which you're simple, and you don't really give a fuck about quality or anything.
Now, when you think about getting a PC and going into PC gaming,
there's probably one thing that anyone thinks of before they ascend to PC gaming. That is freedom. No more paying to play online with Xbox Live because of subscriptions or PS4 Plus subscriptions. No more being locked to one little controller. No more 30 FPS titles. You do you. You control the experience.
Heed this as your warning. Too many buttons.
Too many buttons, even though I've just proven to you multiple times that you could use a controller on PC. Okay. So is that the reason why through this entire time is simplicity of the controller? Is that the entire point you wanted to make? Is that why you hate PC gaming? Because the controller is better? Wow.
Just enough buttons? A keyboard? Too many buttons.
Please refer to the Batman Arkham Knight video that I just showed you earlier in this video to have your point debunked. You could use a controller on PC, guy. How is that a negative? How is that a plus for consoles?
I'm Detonator Skits, and I'm out.
And please, for the love of God, do some research. Stop saying, oh, the controller is better, it's more simple. And I've proven, like I said, I've proven to you many times that you can use a controller on PC. So, I mean, honestly, stop with this. I look forward to your next video if you decide to make one.